Recording in progress.
French books አላችሁ? English books አላችሁ? English books, please respond.
1, 2, 3, English booth, standing by. 1, 2, 3, can you hear me?
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Honorable Minister of Finance, Executive Director representing Mauritius at the Board of Directors of the African Development Bank, distinguished guests, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this segment of the program, which is to present the Best Paper Awards for the African Economic Conference 2022. It has been really exciting and a great delight to see our young researchers showcase their skills as they presented their analytic works and papers over the past 2.5 days on issues germane to the theme of this conference. We have now arrived at the moment that all of us have been eagerly waiting for, to announce the names of the researchers whose papers stand out in terms of quality, content, and the policy recommendations. Ladies and gentlemen, before I proceed, I would like to invite Dr. Andrew Dabalen, Chief Economist for the World Bank's Africa region, to make some brief remarks. Oh, okay, I understand he's not with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of full disclosure and transparency, let me therefore quickly summarize how the selection process unfolded. It began with a call for papers for the conference that went out on 30th June 2022. And by the deadline submission date of September 15, 2022, more than 600 papers were received. This represented one of the highest response rates, attesting to the emergence of the Africa Economic Conference Series as the go-to platform for young African researchers to showcase their work that will inform the policy dialogue process with African governments and other key stakeholders. These papers were then ranked by an independent consulting firm based on criteria including the quality of research questions and literature review, methodological innovation and originality, recommendations justified by the results, policy relevance for Africa, and clarity of presentation. Out of these 600, the best ranked 78 papers were subsequently distributed amongst staff of the three organizing institutions, namely the African Development Bank, the United Nations Development Programme, and the Economic Commission for Africa, for a deeper second stage assessment. For this year, I understand that 31 papers were selected for presentation at this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, in essence, all the 31 papers that we are selected for presentation are all winners. So I would like to call on you to give a rousing clap of appreciation for the authors and presenters. So congratulations to all the authors and presenters. And what is the profile of these presenters? 24 are male and 7 female. Youngest presenter is 25 years and the oldest at 55, with an average age at 35 years. So it represents the youth in terms of the definition. Ladies and gentlemen, moderators and discussions were tasked to evaluate these papers at the concurrent sessions, and a committee made up of members of the 3 institutions then summarized these evaluations and made additional assessment before the final ranking. So at this moment, Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce the overall winner of the Africa Economic Conference 2022, and the winner is Elvis Koku Avenio for his paper titled Greening Manufacturing Technology Intensity and Carbon Dioxide Emissions in Developing Countries. So I would like to invite Mr. Avenio to join me on stage. Sorry? He went out. We better call him. Otherwise, we'll give the award to another person. Thank you. I'm also pleased to announce the winner for the best paper by a young scholar of the AEC 2022. And the winner is no less than Miss Rhea Roy, for her paper, which is co-authored with others, on designing an African response to cross-border mechanisms. Cross-border adjustment mechanisms. So let me invite Mrs. Roy to join us at the podium. Okay, so you are welcome. And Zara?
Yeah.
Welcome, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Take a seat. Zara? So it's a dynamic duo. So whilst waiting for Mr. Avenio, let me congratulate Ms. Roy and Ms. Zara for your interesting, insightful paper, which is also very topical on cross-border adjustment mechanisms for African countries. So I will call on one of you to come and make an acceptance speech. I'm sure you were not prepared, but that's the way the world works, right? So please, you have the...
Can you hear me? Yeah. I did not expect this at all. Thank you very much to AFDP, UNECA, UNDP for bringing me here. I'm Zara from Mauritius, and yeah, I don't know what to say. I would like to thank Zara. our co-authors, Paul Baker, Pablo Quiles, and Luan Lee, who also had significant contributions to this paper. I believe that the paper was a first step towards a much larger research because I feel Africa needs a response to the CBAM. There are increasingly advanced countries who are now thinking of imposing this tax, and Africa needs to unite together using tools such as the AFCFTA to put forward their agenda. And I think that Africa will be successful for this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you want to add?
Yes,
some
I
few
just want to
remarks?
join Ria and thank everyone for attending the conference and for joining our sessions even. And thank you so much to AFDB, UNECA, and UNDP for organizing this. And we truly were not expecting it. So thank you so much.
Well done. Congratulations. Look like you're probably the ones with 25 years. You must be the youngest too. So that's a great feat and quite inspirational. So the future of Africa is bright with bright people like the two of you. Well done. Congratulations. I am also glad to announce that the winners of these prizes will receive symbolic financial reward from the organizers as additional recognition of the quality of your papers. So once again, Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I now have the pleasure to invite the heads of the delegations of the three partner institutions, Professor Kevin Urama, Acting Chief Economist and Vice President, African Development Bank Group, Dr. Hanan Morsi, Deputy Executive Secretary and Chief Economist, United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and Ms. Ahuna Iziakonwa, Assistant Administrator and Director of UNDP Regional Bureau for Africa, ably represented, I guess, by, what's the name? By Raymond.
Dr. Raymond Gilpin, Chief Economist, Regional Bureau for Africa.
Welcome.